Nithyananda, a very warm welcome this morning to all of the viewers who are joining with us for Nithyananda Yoga. Today we will be entering into the Prathama Vinyasa Krama and continuing on from the last few days. Let us begin by offering our gratitude, invoking the presence of our Guru, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasya Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Now, before we begin the ritual of yoga, we will start by chanting the Shivamula mantra 11 times internally. The Shivamula mantra is Om Ham Hom Shivaya Namaha, which means I bow down to the Supreme Consciousness, to that consciousness who is my beloved teacher, I bow. We'll now chant this 11 times. You'll be chanting this internally without moving your lips or making any sounds. But for you to be able to follow along, we will be chanting out loud. Om Ham Hom Shivaya Namaha. 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 Now, we will begin the ritualistic cleansing. Using your Panchapatram, which is the traditional cup and spoon, we will be taking a few spoons and cleansing different parts of our body and invoking Paramashiva's presence in each part of our body. Now, take one uddharani or spoon of water from the Panchapatra or the cup and pour it into the center of your right palm. Then, when chanting the mantras, at the end of the mantra, drink the water from the base of your palm 3 times. Om Atmatattvam Shodayami Svadha. Om Vidyatattvam Shodayami Svadha. Om Shivatattvam Shodayami Svadha. Om Ham Hridayaya Namaha. Now, wash your hands. Now, with the base of the thumb, wipe the lower and upper lips and wash your hands. Now, touch the lower and upper lips with the index, middle and ring fingers together and wash your hands. Now, touch both the nostrils, right and then left, with the tip of the thumb and index fingers joined together. Touch the eyes, right and then left, with the tip of the thumb and the ring finger joined together. And then wash your hands. And then touch the ears, right and then left, with the tip of the thumb and ring finger joined together. Now with the little finger and thumb joined together, touch the navel, then the right chest and left chest, and wash your hands. And with all the fingers, touch the crown of the head and both the shoulders, right and then left. Now, we will be starting the Sankalpa mantra. In the Sankalpa mantra, which is the conscious declaration, you will be meditating and visualizing sincerely the body and the physique that you would like to manifest. The Swamiji beautifully tells that yoga is not just for physical fitness and mental peace alone. Yoga is for manifesting the state, space, being, powers and super consciousness of Paramashiva. So as we enter into the Sankalpa mantra, visualize yourself having achieved the state, space, being, powers and super consciousness of Paramashiva and manifesting the reality as you wish. Now let us enter into the Sankalpa mantra. You will be holding your hands into the Sankalpa mudra, which is your left hand reaching over onto your right thigh and your right hand clasped over your left hand. Om Mamo Partha Samasta Duritakshaya Dvara Bhagavantam Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Prityartham Shri Nithyananda Ishwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Prityartham Cha Shri Sarvadeva Devi Swarupa Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Prityartham Shubhe Shobhane Muhurte Adya Brahmanaha Dvitiya Pararte Shri Shvetavaraha Kalpe Vaivasvatamanvantare Ashtavimshaditame Nitya Yuge Prathame Pade Jambudvipe Bharatavarshe Bharatakhande Meroho Dakshine Parshve Shakabde Asmin Vartamane Vyavaharike Prabhavadinam Samvatsaranam Ate Shubhayane Shubharito Shubhamase Shubhapakshe Shubhavasarayuktayam Shubhanakshatra Shubhayoga Shubhakarana Evam Guna Visheshana Vishishtayam Asyam Shubhatito Shri Kailashonata Dvadashanta Shamala Pitaruda Shri Meenakshi Sundareshwara Binnaswarupa Parashivaputra Ratna Kumara Gurumanya Tulyavatara Shri Parvati Stanyapana Labda Divya Jnana Vishruta Sakala Nigama Gamasara Bhuta Dravida Veda Pravartra Srimad Paramashiva Karuna Samidigada Mukta Maya Chaturushrayana Giyamana Chatra Chamara Shri Chinnaka Haladi Samasta Virada Valyalankrita Jnana Vijnana Chakravarti Sarva Janasanga Sadhyo Nirvana Diksha Bhayaga Varga Varsha Vishranaji Muta Paramata Kalaba Kesari Shaiva Siddhanta Sthapanacharya Shri Rajadiraja Pandya Maharaja Guru Kshabana Shakyadi Mahantakarani Varana Jnana Banu Bhikshana Narharha Dvajochedana Purvaka Srimad Vrishabhadvaja Sthapaka Shaiva Samaya Kartra Sarvegna Pitaruda Shri Jagat Guru Shri Jnana Sambandha Deshika Swami Vagisha Sundara Manikka Vachaka Swaminam Avatara Bhuta Shri Jnana Sambandha Swami Punarudrita Shamala Pita Sarvegna Paita Tirunavaduttara Dushatatama Guru Mahasannidana Arunagiri Yogishwara Paramparagata Arunachala Sarvegna Pita Guru Mahasannidana Kailasa Paramparagata Kanchi Kailasa Sarvegna Pita Trayasrimsharuttara Dvishatatama Guru Mahasannidana Nityotsava Nityamangala Nitya Kalyana Nitya Rajita Nithyananda Pita Mahasamsthana Adi Kailasa Nithyananda Pita Mahasamsthana Mahasimhasana Pita Kartraha Kailasa Paramparagata Mahanirvani Pita Ashtotarhasatam Ashtotarasashri Sahasrashri Mahamandaleshwara Sakshat Shri Paramashiva Samudbhuta Kapila Mahaguru Purudrita Mahanirvani Pita Ashtotarasasa Shri Mahamandaleshwara Sakshat Shri Paramashiva Samudbhuta Guru Parampara Prapta Atala Pita Ashtotarasasthatam Ashtotarasasa Shri Atala Pita Adishwara Dharma Mukti Swarga Puraswarna Pita Trayo Vimsha Guru Mahasannidana Srimad Paramahamsa Parivrajacharya Varya Sachidananda Pranava Swarupa Shrotriya Brahmanishta Srimad Jagat Guru Srila Shri Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva ज्ञानसम्बन्धदेशिकपरमाचार्यस्वामिनां प्रीत्यर्थं देशां पादारविन्दयोः भक्तिसिद्ध्यर्थं गुरुकृपाकटाक्षसिद्ध्यर्थं क्षेमस्थैर्यवीर्यविजय आयुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्याणाम् अभिवृद्ध्यर्थं धर्मार्थकाममोक्षचतुर्विधफलपुरुषार्थसिद्ध्यर्थं समस्तदुरितोपशान्त्यर्थं समस्तमङ्गलावाप्यर्थं भगवच्छ्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवप्रसादेन सकुटुम्बस्य ज्ञानवैराग्यजीवन्मुक्तिप्राप्त्यर्थं भगवान् श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवकृपाकटाक्षेन पूर्ण आरोग्ययुक्त दृढगात्र यौगिकशरीरसिद्ध्यर्थं परमशिवशक्ति आविष्करणार्थं श्रीनित्यानन्दयोगाभ्यासं करिष्ये. Now taking one last spoon of water into your hands and washing your hands. Keep your panchapatram to the side such that it doesn't spill over during the yoga that we are now about to enter. You are now ready to enter into the ritual of yoga, starting from the asanas that we had left off yesterday.
Nithyananda, welcome back to the Nithyananda Yoga, the Prathama Vinyasa Krama. And before entering into the Nithyananda Yoga, we are going to be doing the warm-up. So come to a standing position on your mat. And let's begin with rotating your ankles clockwise direction. And now rotate your ankle on the anti-clockwise direction. Let's switch to the next ankle, clockwise direction and anti-clockwise direction. Now place your hands on your knees and bend your knees slightly and rotate your knees in the clockwise direction. Now let's rotate your knees in the anti-clockwise direction. And now your hips. So place your hands on your hips. Spread your feet apart, shoulder width, and rotate your hips. As much as you can, you should feel the stretch in your lower back, your hips. And now let's do anti-clockwise. Now let's rotate your wrists. Clockwise direction. And anti-clockwise direction. Now we'll come to your shoulders. Place your hands on your shoulders and rotate them clockwise direction. And anti-clockwise direction. And now your neck. Rotate your neck in the clockwise direction. Just make sure you're making a full circle so you can feel the stretch in your neck. And clockwise direction. Okay. So now we're going to be entering into the skeleton dance. So in the skeleton dance, you're going to be visualizing yourself as a skeleton, pure skeleton, and you're going to be shaking your body intensely. So let's start. Shake your body. Intensely shake your body. And visualize yourself as a skeleton. Intensely shake your body. You're just a pure skeleton. Okay, now you can stop, walk back and forth slowly on your mat. Breathe in and out deeply through your nose. Okay, so now the first asana for today is the Kapali asana or the headstand. So in the Kapali asana, you are going to be placing your hands on the ground. So come onto your knees and place your hands on the ground, shoulder width apart, and bring the top of your head onto the ground. Okay? So make sure your hands are beside your knees. So in this way, your head and your palms will be making a triangle, the shape of a triangle. All right? Yes. And you're going to be slowly walking towards your head and lift your knees. Lift your knees, lift your leg. And if you have a wall, you can take the help of a wall to help you with this asana. So bring your knees onto your elbows and your hips over your shoulder. Yes. So you can also use the help of a wall to give you more stability. All right? And here you're going to be engaging the Mula Bandha. So lock your perineal center and perform the Brahmari Kumbhaka, the B sound, and gaze at the tip of your nose and visualize Swamiji in your inner space. And chant Sadashivoham in your inner space internally. So let's do it all. Let's enter into the asana. Let's enter into the asana. So try it. Let us all try it as much as you can. You can
Kapali asana.
You can
Shisha. शीश शीश धरती ते की पगोदो मिलावे ऊंचो कुकरे पगतली आकाश दिश सन मुसरा से दो हाथ की हथेली दो पसात्या धरती ते को दिष्टिनासा अग्र आसन को गुण रहे कपाली आसन जाम से तबाल होई.
Okay, you can come on down your knees. mark now. Great. So give yourself a moment. Breathe in and out deeply. Now the next asana we are going to be entering into is the Parshva Mayurasana. So in this asana you are going to be squatting on your toes with your legs together, all right, and twist your body to the side and place both of your hands on one side and align your elbows with the knee and your hip. So one hand, place it against your knee and the other one against your hip, and lean onto your arms and balance and extend your legs to the side. And you're going to be gazing at your third eye, and the kumbhaka here is the Rechaka kumbhaka. So this is a new kumbhaka that we're doing. So in this kumbhaka, in this pranayama, you are going to be breathing out longer than you're going to be breathing in. Okay? And engage in the Mula Bandha. So lock your perineal center and visualize yourself as a peacock. Gaze at your third eye and chant the mantra Sada Shivoham internally. So let's enter into it.
Parshva Mayurasana. Mayuram dandavat kuryan mayuram dandanamakam kuryan mayuram parshvabhyam mayura parshvanamakam.
Yes, great. So now repeat the same asana on the other side. So again, perform the Rechaka kumbhaka. Breathe out longer than you're breathing in. And engage the Mula Bandha. Lock your perineal center. Chant the mantra Sada Shivoham in your inner space. And gaze at your third eye and visualize yourself as a peacock.
Parshva Mayurasana. Mayuram dandavat kuryan mayuram dandanamakam kuryan mayuram parshvabhyam mayura parshvanamakam.
Yes, great. So everybody, let's try it. As much as you are able to enter into the asana, try it. And the more you do it, you will see that you will be able to hold the asana longer. Okay? So now the next asana. Yes, now the next asana is the Bhaira Ganata asana. So in this asana, you're going to be placing both your hands on the ground. Place your hands on the ground, shoulder width apart, and stretch your legs back straight into Tarakshvasana. Okay? So come into Tarakshvasana, and you're going to be stepping one foot outside the respective shoulder and bringing your foot in between the hands. So continue to perform the Rechaka kumbhaka. Breathe in and breathe out longer, and lock your perineal center, the Mula Bandha. Continue to chant Sada Shivoham in your inner space and gaze at your third eye and visualize yourself as Lord Kalabhairava. So let's enter into the asana.
Bhairaganathasana. Asana koguna piti jai.
Great. Now Let's do the same asana onto the other side, Bhairaganatasana. So perform the Rechaka Kumbhaka. Lock your perineal center, the Mula Bandha. Visualize yourself as Lord Kara Bhairava. Gaze at your third eye and chant Sadashivoham in your inner space.
Bhairaganatasana. Asana Goguna Piti Jai.
And now the next asana is the Unmukha Pitasana. So from Tarakshvasana means your hands and feet, place your forearms onto the ground and walk your feet forward and raise your hips. Yes, like that. Raise your hips. Your forearms should be on the ground, and continue with the Rechaka Kumbhaka and engage the Mula Bandha. Lock your perineal center. Chant the mantra Sadashivoham. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space and gaze at your third eye.
Unmukha Pitasana. Bhunyasto Januni Hasto Chatuspatamavannmukam Uttapita Hriyugala Katistalama Biruka.
Great. So all of you watching the Nithyananda Yoga, please also perform the asana. Try it. And now the next asana is the Vashishtasana. In Vashishtasana, you are going to be from Tarakshvasana, you are going to be rotating your body onto one hand and raise the opposite hands up. So let's try it. So just one hand on the ground and raise the opposite hands up, and the feet should be together, and balance your hand directly beneath your shoulder. And the pranayama here again is Rechaka Kumbhaka, the Mula Bandha, and chant the mantra Sadashivoham in your inner space and visualize sage Vashishta.
Vashishtasana. Urdhva Kukkuta Vashishta Marichi Halamatsyakam Parivrittim Chodarasya Vividam Darunasanam.
Yes. Now we are going to be performing Vashishtasana on the other side. Continue with the Rechaka Kumbhaka. Breathe out longer than you breathe in. And engage the Mula Bandha. Lock your perineal center. Chant the mantra Sadashivoham in your inner space and visualize yourself as sage Vashishta.
Vashishtasana. Urdhva Kukkuta Vashishta Marichi Halamatsvakam Parivrittim Chodarasya Vividam Dhanurasanam.
Good. Now the next asana is the Anjali Asana. So sit with your legs stretched out in front of you. Your toes should be pointing up, and bring your hands under your buttocks, and your palms should be facing up. Your palms should be facing up and under your buttocks. Keep your spine straight. Your elbows onto your body. Make sure your elbows are onto your body. And tuck your chin to your chest and gaze to the nose. And you're going to be performing the Rechaka Kumbhaka. Breathe out longer than you breathe in. Engage the Chirantara Bandha. So lock your perineal center and tuck your stomach in and up. Here we are going to be having a new mantra. Mahasadashivoham. Chant Mahasadashivoham internally and visualize yourself as Lord Hanuman.
Anjani Asana. Do karki ube hateli korvarli mele beli so agamne bhuparidashe mahamne manguli milirase angushta jidarase do I punah hateli pishtijuroi tapari mooladwarit givese bahuroyo jugati kare ekavese.
Amazing. So now let's enter into the next asana. The next asana is Paschima Tanasana. So here, keep your legs stretched out, and you're going to be bending forward. Bend forward, and with your index finger and your middle finger, welcome back. So, in Paschimottanasana, bring your legs straight in front of you, and with your index finger and middle finger of both hands, you are going to be holding onto your big toes and bend forward, and make sure your legs are straight. Do not bend your legs, make sure they're straight. And here you're going to be continuing the Rechaka Kumbhaka. So breathe out longer than you breathe in, and perform the Mahamudra Bandha, all the three bandhas here. Lock your perineal center, suck your stomach in and up, and tuck your chin to your chest. And you're going to be chanting the mantra Mahasadashivoham internally and visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Good. And the next asana is Ugrasana. In Ugrasana, continue to have your legs stretch out in front of you, and you're going to be now clasping your hands behind your head and lean your chest forward and down, and bring your head to your knees and engage all the three bandhas here also, and continue with the Rechaka Kumbhaka. Engage all the three bandhas. Lock your perineal center, suck your stomach in and up, and tuck your chin to your chest, and chant the mantra Mahasadashivoham in your inner space, and visualize yourself as Devi Kali.
Ugrasana. स्वपानिभ्यां दृढं दत्वा जानुपरिशिरोन्यसेत् आसनोग्रमिदं प्रोक्तं भवेदनिलदीपनं देहावसनहरणं पश्चिमोत्तानसम्यकं य एतदासनं श्रेष्ठं प्रत्याहं सद्यसे सुधिः.
Okay. So if you keep your legs straight, you should be feeling a nice stretch onto your back. Now the next asana is the Marichi Asana. So bring your legs in front of you, and one leg, bring one knee up, and you're going to be wrapping your hands around the leg and behind you, and you're going to be bending forward towards the other knee that's flat on the floor. Make sure again that the leg that is stretched out, make sure that your knee is on the floor, and continue with the Rechaka Kumbhaka. And here you're going to be performing the Mula Bandha. So just lock your perineal center and continue with the mantra Mahasadashivoham, and visualize yourself as sage Marichi.
Marichi Asana. उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गष्टप्रसारणे.
Yes. Now we are going to be entering into the Mahamudrasana. So stretch your legs, both legs forward, and bring one heel to your perineal, and let one knee fall onto the side on the ground, and reach and hold the foot, keeping the leg straight, and bring your chest forward and down, and you're going to be engaging all the three bandhas here. The Mahamudra Bandha, lock your perineal center, suck your stomach in and up, and bring your chin towards your chest, and you're going to be continuing with the Rechaka Kumbhaka. Chant the mantra Mahasadashivoham internally and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
Mahamudrasana. महामुद्रां प्रवक्ष्यामि तन्त्रेऽस्मिन् मम वल्लभे मां प्रसिद्धये सिद्धिं च कपिलाध्यापुरागतः अपस्सव्येन सम्पीड्य पादमूलेन सादरं गुरुपादेशतो योनिं गूढमेधान्तरागलम्.
Good. And now the next asana is Marichi Asana on the other side. So bring your legs forward and bring one foot, the other foot next to your perineal, and keep the knee up and wrap your arms around you and hold your palms together behind you and continue with the Rechaka Kumbhaka and engage the Moola Bandha. Lock your perineal center and you're going to be chanting the mantra Mahasadashivoham internally and visualize yourself as Sage Marichi.
Marichi asana. Uttana padam krauncham cha marichim veerabhadrakam natarajam trikonam cha suptangashta prasarane.
So all of you, all the viewers here, try the asanas and don't forget to like, subscribe and share. And now we're going to be repeating the Mahamudrasana onto the other side. So stretch your legs and bring the other foot to your perineal. And you're going to be holding the other leg, that's stretch out, hold your heels and continue with the Rechaka Kumbhaka. So you're going to be breathing out longer than you're going to be breathing in. Perform all the three bandhas here, the Mahamudra Bandha. Lock your perineal center, suck your stomach in and up. Lock your chin to your chest and chant the mantra Mahasadashivoham in your inner space. Gaze at your nose and visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Bend forward and touch your forehead, with your forehead touch your knees.
Mahamudrasana. Mahamudram pravakshami tantresmin mama vallabhe yam prapna siddhaye siddhim cha kapiladhyak puragataha apasavyena sampidya padamulena sadharam gurupadeshato yonim gudamedantralaganam.
Okay, so now the next asana is Bhadrasana 2. So in Bhadrasana 2, bring your legs together, bring the soles of your feet together with the heels close to your perineum. Bring them as close as you can and keep the knees wide and hold onto your feet firmly. Maintain a straight spine. Make sure here that your spine is straight and continue with the Rechaka Kumbhaka and engage the Moola Bandha. Lock your perineal center and chant the mantra Mahasadashivoham internally and visualize Swamiji in your inner space and gaze at your third eye.
Bhadrasana. Gulpota vrishanasyadah shivanya parshvayokshipet padaparshvetu panibhyam dhram bhadva sunishchalam bhadrasanam bhavededat sarvavyadi vishapaham.
Okay, now let's enter into Gwali Pavasana. So from Bhadrasana, extend your feet away from your body. Keep the toes together and the heels apart. Make sure that the heels are apart. Knees down, knees open. And place your hands on your respective knees and tuck your chin to your chest and suck your stomach in and up. This is the Jarandhara Bandha. Continue with the Rechaka Kumbhaka and continue chanting the mantra Mahasadashivoham in your inner space. Gaze at the tip of your nose and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
Gwali Pavasana. Purvacharapatra choka kahyo soi vahividiyo kiji soi yame edi vimna jurase angula ate antaro rase jubaka kantakupa metano nasagradishtiko kano yakari jalandhara bhanda hoi sadhaka sadhe vidiso koi.
Now let's enter into Joni Asana. So sit on the floor and keep the sole of your feet together and your heels close to the perineum. Your heels, keep it close to the perineum and hold the soles of your feet and lean forward and down. Bring your forehead down to your feet, touch your feet, and here continue with the Rechaka Kumbhaka. Perform the Mula Bandha, suck your perineal center, lock your perineal center, and continue chanting Mahasadashivoham internally. Visualize the Yoni Mandala and gaze at the tip of your nose.
Yoni Asana. दो पगतली संपुट करे एडमे दूध के दिग धरे अर्धहात को अंतररासे लिलाट पगतल्याम परिदासे.
Good. So here make sure that your back is straight and you should be able to feel a nice stretch in your inner thigh. Now the next asana is the Midaki Pavasana. In this asana, you are going to be sitting and keep the heels together once again, your toes apart and your knees wide. Lean forward and down and extend your hands out wide. Okay? Extend your hands out wide. And your palm should be facing down and touching the ground. So bring your forehead to the ground and continue with the Rechaka Kumbhaka. So you're going to be breathing out longer than breathing in. Perform the Mula Bandha. Lock your perineal center and chant the mantra Mahasadashivoham internally. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space and gaze at the tip of your nose.
Midaki Pavasana. Purava Bhidi Paripagатали Samput Sole Yedi Milirase Yedyasu Mahilikani Agulado Atare Lilata Dharti Lagave.
Good. And now the next asana. The next asana we're entering into is the Siddha Samadhi Asana. So continue to remain seated and keep your toes together, heels apart. Now bring your arms below your feet and extend out and keep your palms up. Your palms should be up and bring your forehead to the ground towards the feet. So here you are going to be again continuing with the Rechaka Kumbhaka. Breathe out longer than you are breathing in and perform the Mula Bandha. Lock your perineal center. Continue chanting the mantra Mahasadashivoham internally and visualize Lord Surya in your inner space. Gaze at the tip of your nose. So let's enter into the asana.
Siddha Samadhi Asana. दो पगतली संपुट करे सोल मेडा आगमे धरे अंगुला आटे अंटरो रासे एडी कोए से विदिदासे आने हताम फगाम के माही कहूनी सहित कलायाम.
So in this asana, when you're bending forward, bend from your lower back. So in this way, you're going to be able to keep your back straight. Now the next asana is the Chinaki Pavasana. So continue to remain seated, keep your heels together, toes apart, hold your feet and open them up like a book. You're going to be opening up. Your feet like a book. So basically bringing your soul towards the sky. So press your elbows onto your thigh. So bend forward and press your elbows onto your thigh towards the knees. So continue with the Rechaka Kumbhaka. Engage the Mula Bandha. Lock your perineal center. Chant the mantra Mahasadashivoham internally. And visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Gaze at the tip of your nose.
दो उपगा की एडी धरती मगीवा मेरा लगावे पगतली माहिली कोरा अंगुटा की सदी सुदे जोई बारली कोरा फना सुल्यारा से.
Now the next asana is Karpata Kokasana. So in this asana, remain seated and bring the soles of your feet together. The heels, bring your heels now at your perineal and the knees should be pressed to the ground. Okay? So place your hands onto the knees and gently press your knees down. Continue with the Rechaka Kumbhaka. Breathe out longer than you breathe in. Here you are going to be performing the Uddiyana Bandha. So lock your perineum center, suck your stomach in and up. Chant the mantra Mahasadashivoham in your inner space. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space and gaze at your third eye.
चरपट चौकासना. दो उपगतली संपुट दरे अंग आकार जारे पसारे गोड़ा बसो लगतारा से हाथ दो गोड़ा परिदया से आंशी माहिली उपरिताने गोड़ा दा विभूमित परिताने दिष्टि त्रिकुटीरा से गोई चरपट शोक कहावे सोई.
Now let's enter into the next asana, which is Bhairavasana. In Bhairavasana, continue to remain seated and now you're going to be bringing the soles of your feet facing together. So bring your heels up, your toes should be tucked on the ground. Bring your heels up and your knees should be wide apart and lift the heels up. Okay? Keep your back straight. Keep your back straight. And place your hands onto your knees into the Bindu Mudra. So your thumb and your index finger should be touching, palms facing up. Place them on your knees. Keep your back straight and perform the Rechaka Kumbhaka. Here we are going to be engaging the Uddiyana Bandha. Lock your perineum center, Circle your stomach in and up. Continue chanting the mantra Mahasadashivoham internally, and you're going to be visualizing yourself as Lord Karabhairava. Gaze at your third eye.
Bhairavasana. Gulpo sampedya chanyoyam vyutkamena huto tamshane janvo parshvagato hasto dhandavad bhairavasanam.
Yes. Nithyanandam, apologies for the technical glitch. So now let's continue with Samanasana. In Samanasana, continue to remain seated, and you're going to be keeping your heel close to your perineal center. So keep your left heel close to your perineal center, and lift and hold onto the other foot. Bring the sole of your foot onto your chest here, okay, and continue with the Rechaka Kumbhaka. Here you are going to be engaging the Mula Bandha. So you are going to be locking your perineal center. Continue chanting Maha Sadashivoham in your inner space and visualize Swamiji. Gaze at your third eye.
Samanasana. समानासनमावक्षे सिद्धमन्त्रादिसाधनात् एकपादमुरो दद्वा गुह्योलिङ्गत्र वक्त्रके एतद्वीरासनं नाथ समानासनसंज्ञकम् इत्याकृत्य जपेन्मन्त्रं धृत्वा वायुं चतुर्दले.
Now let's enter into the next asana. The next asana is Apanasana. So continue to remain in the same asana. So you're going to be keeping the left heel close to your perineum. And now, you're going to be bringing your right leg over your shoulders. Okay, bring your leg over your shoulders and place your palm onto the ground and press onto your palm. While pressing onto your palm, raise the other leg up. Raise the other leg up. Let me show you on this side how it's going to be. So you're going to be placing your right foot onto your shoulders. Press your palms on the ground and raise the other leg. Keep the leg straight and continue with the Rechaka Kumbhaka, and here engage with the Mula Bandha. Lock your perineal center and continue chanting the mantra Mahasadashivoham internally. Visualize Swamiji and gaze at your third eye.
Apanasana. केवलं पादमेकं च स्कन्धे चारोप्य यत्नतः एकपादेन गगने तिष्ठेत दण्डवत् प्रभो. अपानासनमेतद्धि सर्वेषां पूरकाश्रयं कृत्वा सूक्ष्मे शीर्षपद्मे समारोप्य वायुभिः तदा सिद्धो भवेन्मर्त प्राणापानसमागमः. अपानासनयोगेन कृत्वा योगेश्वरो भुवि.
Great. Now, let us perform Samanasana on the other side. So, bring the other foot. Bring the other foot close to the perineal center and lift and hold the other foot and bring it to the chest. Okay? And continue here with the Rechaka Kumbhaka. You are going to be breathing out longer than breathing in. Lock your perineal center, the Mula Bandha. Continue with the mantra Mahasadashivoham in your inner space. Internally chant the mantra Mahasadashivoham and visualize Swamiji. Gaze at your third eye.
समानासनमावक्षे सिद्धमन्त्रादिसाधनात् एकपादमुरो दद्वा गुह्योलिङ्गत्र वक्तके एतद्वीरासनं नाथ समानासनसंज्ञकम् इत्याकृत्य जपेन्मन्त्रं धृत्वा वायुं चतुर्दले.
Okay, now let's enter into Apanasana on the other side. So you're going to be bringing the other foot onto your shoulders. Bring the other foot onto the shoulders. Okay. And press your palm against the floor and raise the other leg up. Make sure when you're raising your leg, the knees are straight and not bent. The knees should be straight. And continue with the prana, with the Rechaka Kumbhaka. Perform the Mula Bandha, lock your perineal center, chant Mahasadashivoham in your inner space, and visualize Swamiji and gaze at your third eye.
Apanasana. केवलं पादमेकं च स्कन्धे चारोप्य यत्नतः एकपादेन गगने तिष्ठेत् दण्डवत् प्रभो अपानासनमेतद्धि सर्वेषां पूरकाश्रयं कृत्वा सूक्ष्मे शीर्षपद्मे समारोप्य वायुभिः तदा सिद्धो भवेन्मर्तप्राणापानसमागमः अपानासनयोगेन कृत्वा योगेश्वरो भवे.
Good. And now let us enter into a new asana, the Gomukhasana. So in Gomukhasana, sit and cross one leg over the other, okay, and align the knees. So your knees should be aligning, okay, as you can see here. And you're going to be placing both the hands on top of the stacked knees. Here we are going to be performing a new pranayama, the Sitkari Kumbhaka. So in the Sitkari Kumbhaka, you're going to be keeping your teeth together and you're going to be pressing the tip of your tongue against your teeth, and you're going to be inhaling. Inhale through your teeth, and when you inhale through your teeth with the tongue pressing against your teeth, you're going to be having the hissing sound. So this is the Sitkari Kumbhaka. Here you are going to be performing the Mula Bandha. So lock your perineal center. We have a new japa here, Om Nithyanandoham. So you are going to be chanting Om Nithyanandoham internally. Visualize the face of a cow and gaze at the tip of your nose. So let's enter into the pranayama.
सव्ये दक्षिणगुल्पं तु पृष्ठपार्श्वे नियोजयेत् दक्षिणेऽपि तथा सव्यं गोमुखं गोमुखं यथा.
And now the next asana is Anusuyasana. So here remain in the same position. Now place your hands on your foot, on your toes. Hold the big toes. So with the index finger and the ring finger, hold on to your big toes. This is the prana mudra. Continue with the Sitkari pranayama. And here engage the Udhyana Bandha, which is locking your perineum center. Suck your stomach in and up. Continue chanting Om Nithyanandoham internally. You're going to be visualizing yourself as Rishika Anusuya and gaze at the tip of your nose.
Anusuyasana. Dashina Godon Shatane Vao Take Upariyane Goda Sandhi Milave Vari Adapada Kunide Sandhi Pasari Do Padake Angushti Joi Do Karate Pakare Soi Nasa Drishti Ashla Kare Rahye Anusuyasana Yahi Kahiye.
Okay. Now the next asana is Anusuyasana 2. So remain in the same position. Bring your hands behind your back and interlace your fingers. Lean forward and down. Try to touch your forehead onto the ground. Continue with the Sitkari pranayama. Engage the Mula Bandha. Lock your perineal center. Continue chanting Om Nithyanandoham in your inner space internally. Visualize yourself as Rishika Anusuya and gaze at the tip of your nose.
Anusuyasana 2. जीमना गोड़ा की संधि उपरिदाभा गोड़ा की संधि मिलाई रासे गोड़स्योले पगतल्यालो आडवासुदा रासे हाथस्यो पगाक अंगूठा की पगटे अथवा दो हाथ पचे न करी काकसी करे मूलद्वारी पच काकसी रासे नासा दरति लगावे दृष्टि नासा अग्र.
Come up, slowly come up. And now let's enter into Garudasana 2. In Garudasana, continue to remain seated on the ground with one heel pressed against the perineum. So bring one heel against the perineum and keep the opposite foot on the ground in front of the other. Keep your spine tall, keep them straight. And you're going to be placing your hands onto the respective knees. Continue with the Sitkari, Kumbhaka. So, yes, and continue chanting the mantra the mantra Om Nithyanandoham. Chant Om Nithyanandoham in your inner space. Engage the Mula Bandha, lock your perineum center. Visualize yourself as Lord Garuda and gaze at the tip of your nose.
Garudasana. Daho pagamodi edi mahilo gunfa mooladwari nichede vese jimani pagatali dharti te ki godo uncho gaurase pagatali mahili kor dava goda aru pidi mahili kani lagave hath goda upari rase drishti nasa agra asana ko guna kahi bati data jati hoi tata bhai.
Now let's enter into the next asana. And any questions that you're having, if you need help with performing any asana, feel free to leave a comment here. We'll guide you through the asana. And if you would like to perform the Nithyananda yoga, you can come to physically at one of our locations in KAILASA ecosystem. You can come to Paramashivasena program that is happening starting January 1st. You can go either to Los Angeles in USA or to Tiruvannamalai in India. It's a completely free program. So please come and learn Nithyananda yoga. And now let's enter into Naradasana. In this asana, sit and place your perineum, your feet, one of the foot close to the perineum, and one heel should be facing up. So one knee should be facing up, and you're going to be placing your hands behind your neck and bring your hands outside the foot that is raised, and you're going to be twisting your body. Okay, continue with the Sitkari pranayama. Engage the Mula Bandha, lock your perineal center, and chant the mantra Om Nithyanandoham. Here you are going to be visualizing Sage Narada. Visualize yourself as Sage Narada and gaze at your third eye.
Naradasana. Pishtiju Bama Pagatali Keri Bhuparita Hilagave Veri Goda Sudofano He Joy Dachapashatiya Se Soi.
Okay. Now let's enter into the last asana for today, which is the Matsya Pitakasana. In this asana, place one foot on top of the other. Place one foot on top of the other and wrap the respective arms around and hold on to the opposite leg. So you are going to be holding, so place one foot onto your leg and the other one should be locking your toe. So here you are going to be continuing with the Sitkari pranayama, okay, and engage the Mula Bandha. Keep your spine straight. Don't bend your spine. Keep them straight.
Matsya Pitakasana. Vamena Vamangushtantu Grihyatam Matsya Pitakam Yoni Vamena Sampidya Medradu Paridakshinam.
Okay. Now let's enter into Shivasana. Lie down on the floor. And just relax. Relax yourself on the floor.
Atha Shavasanam Uttanam Shavavat Bhumo Shayanam Tu Shavasanam Shavasanam Shantiharam Chitta Vrishantikarakam.
Now slowly move your legs, move your toes, your fingers, and come to a sitting position. Come to a sitting position. And with this, we come to the end of the Nithyananda Yoga for today. Join us tomorrow again to continue with the series of the Prathama Vinyasa Krama. And once again, Nithyananda Yoga is not just about being able to stretch your body. It's also about experiencing oneness with Paramashiva, with the cosmos. So try to do each asana as much as you're able to. And as you're doing it, as you're sincerely performing the asana with all the 12 components sincerely, you will see how you will start having breakthroughs, not just in your body, with your body, but you're going to be manifesting the realities that you want. You're going to be having various breakthroughs in your life. And this is what Nithyananda Yoga is about. It's the revival of the authentic yoga that was delivered directly by Paramashiva, revived and delivered in the modern age by Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Yoga is meant to make you experience enlightenment and live powerfully. So now, let us close with the Purna Mantra.
Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya
Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavad Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Nithyanandam.